All right, shalom, shalom. Like to say all praises due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Kadash, and double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to you, brothers, teaching in truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the globe. All right, and it's back once again for a quick impromptu. Okay, and I'm just going to get right to it, man. You know, it's reasons why the men of the Lord say what they say. All right, about this place being defiled, and the scriptures also let people know how defiled this place is also. Okay, but it's all through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. And you know, this how you could tell this world's on this last leg, man. Okay, you got all manner of wickedness going on. I'm just going to play a quick video to add to numerous videos that Akium have been putting up for years on end, man. All right, but let me go ahead and play this. Give me a second. Salaki.
Climate engineer Dr. Ken Caldera, stating what he did for the DoD was to design methods of spraying pathogens into clouds to infect the populations below.
You could imagine, say, putting pathogens in a cloud, and then would rain down on your enemy.
We know in the outbreak of CV-19, at one point, 85 countries were infected in 3 days. That's indicative of an airborne dispersion. We know from Italian researchers they found CV-19 attached to airborne particulates. We know from our precipitation testing we have polymer fibers and graphene in our rain. Those two elements are used militarily as biological carrier platforms to carry a pathogen from the clouds to the ground to infect the population below. Why is that in our rain right now? Could they, at any point of their choosing, put something much more lethal into the precipitation and level the playing field? Certainly they could.
Okay, that's one. All right, but you know, it's becoming evident that, all right, the Georgia Guidestones and the ruling class elites are getting ready to do something disastrous. All right, where you probably won't be able to live above ground. And I know about the nuclear missiles. That's one thing. But before that, okay, before the nukes come, all right, because they're all getting ready to hide in the bunker or in that super max ballroom that you got a thing building, Criminal 47, all right. You know, these things are escape plans for the super rich, all right. They got DUMBs, deep underground military bases, okay. And you know, I know people that have delivered goods to said bases, all right, and even taken pictures, so it's not fake, it's real. The person I know, they stepped outside their truck and walked around and showed how long that goddamn road was inside the mountain, okay. And then when they pulled up to the loading dock, they showed all the fucking doors, like over 47 doors in a row, all with trucks throwing shit in there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, they're preparing for something. Now we didn't see the movies, you know, things like Resident Evil, things like the show The 100. All right, The 100 was based after a nuclear war had happened. Okay, But it's all this is coming to a head, man. And that's why this place needs to be gutted the way that it is going to be gutted, okay? With thermonuclear fire, all right? As you can see, they producing bioweapons flowing freely in the air, okay? And for all you idiots that took that 23andMe bullshit, now they have your family's genes, okay? Off of that one swab of DNA from you, okay? But hey, I'm just going to get the scriptures and close it out. Probably 3. That's it, man. You know. But this is stopping, man. This is why we need Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. And upon Yahweh Shai's return, man, this is why he's needed. To reign righteously without this type of wickedness from this dummy Esau, thinking that he's the smartest person on the earth, which he is not, okay? The scriptures even tell you that, okay? The wisdom shall be removed out of Teman, and that's what we're seeing, all right? How you going to poison the earth that you got to sleep and rest on, okay? Even if it is the poor on it, all right? You hate the poor so much you willing to kill your own self. Let's watch this one too. And Talaki for this Negro, okay? He had something to say, but it's just mind-boggling what people do on a camera. Salaki.
Go fuck yourself! Just came across something super crazy, folks. They say Parkinson's is because of this thing called paraquat and diquat. So let me break this down for y'all real quick. A lot of motherfuckers is getting Parkinson's. They just sued the company that made paraquat. Paraquat is an herbicide, and they spray it on oats. They spray it on almonds, walnuts, and a lot of conventional crops, right? And paraquat just got sued for hella bread, folks, because the farmers that were working on it got Parkinson's because of this herbicide. What happens is the herbicide latches onto lectins, and the lectins travel up your vagus nerve and get into the movement center of your brain called the substantia nigra, and it causes Parkinson's. And so when people say like glyphosate free and don't do glyphosates and glyphosates are bad, I talk about glyphosates all the time. Glyphosates are here, paraquat is like here. It's like 30 times worse than glyphosate. Super bad. And now people can say these oats are glyphosate free because they spray paraquat on them. Paraquat is on golf courses, and people who live like 2 miles within a golf course have an increased risk of Parkinson's by like 150%. It's wild style. But then what they do, they ban the paraquat from the golf courses, but they let it put it on your food. Oh my God. I wonder who's on the golf courses that made sure that shit was banned. I don't know. But paraquat is banned everywhere except the U.S., but they changed the name from paraquat to diquat now. They were like, glyphosate's bad, so we're going to do paraquat. Then they said paraquat's bad, we're just diquat. All the scientists that were working on the EPA that are supposed to filter all the bullshit out just got fired by our new peoples up in there. So you're going to have to do your due diligence. That would be making sure all of the oats and the wheats and the cereals and the damn almonds and walnuts that you're getting gotta be organic. There is just no other. They gotta be organic. The paraquat and diquat also fuck up your gut lining and make it super permeable. You don't want leaky gut, and it destroys your gut microbiome. So no paraquat, no diquat, no glyphosates, but you have to also like wash your crops. So I would soak all of my produce in very cold water and add apple cider vinegar or baking soda to ensure that you get what pesticides and herbicides you can off of that shit. And that you don't have to soak it for that long, literally like 1 or 2 minutes, but squish it around, make sure all that shit is gone, rinse it off, and then you should be better to go. But you gotta go organic. I know it's more pricey, but you gotta do it, or else you're sacrificing your health, and that's gonna be more costly at the back end, right? You might say, well, organic food costs $1-2 more, but then you don't want to have to get surgeries and have medical fucking bills. That's gonna cost thousands of dollars type shit.
So there you have it, man. These people playing too many fucking games, man. Okay? But we knew this was going to happen. This is why, you know, here in Babylon the Great, let's just get the scriptures. All right, this is Ezekiel 4:13. It says, you know, this is crazy, man. Ezekiel 4:13, it says, and the Lord said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles, whither I will drive them. Right? And this is prophecy playing out. Okay? And these devils, they going to the extremes, and this is why Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is coming. All right? Let me get that scripture. And this is why we always say, you know, you can't trust these people. You got to set your mindset in a place of getting ready to leave this place, man. All right? And when I say leave it, I mean through the power and spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, be redeemed up out of this place. Okay? And he's the only one that's going to be able to do it, man. Okay? It's Micah 2:10. It says, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted, it shall be destroyed. It shall destroy you, Salaki, even with a sore destruction. All right? So with the little games they got going on, with the spraying the foods, you know, spraying the air with biochemicals, bio warfare, okay? Because it's plastic, microplastics, like the man said. Okay, and that ain't good for your system. This is why people have the headaches they have. This is why people are falling out. This is why people, you know, besides the sauce, the taco sauce that they're giving out to people. And when I say the taco sauce, I'm talking about the 1-9 juice. You know what I'm saying? It's too much going on here, man. All right? Let me grab this too. It's Isaiah 29:15. Because they really think they're getting over on people. But as you can see, the earth is helping Israel, you know. And then you have the whistleblowers. Their tongue shall fall upon themselves. You know. So this is why this information is being brought to the forefront. And this is their thoughts. Their thoughts is this. In the NLT, it says, what sorrow awaits those who try to hide their plans from the Lord. All right? So something's coming to take this man out. Okay? Who do their evil deeds in the dark? The Lord can't see us. They say he doesn't know what's going on. How foolish can you be? He is the potter, and he is certainly greater than you, the clay. All right, so the Lord got them figured out. They can have all the dumbs that they want, all the bunkers that they want. All right, but it's gonna be to no avail. All right, in that coming day. It says, should the created thing say of the one who made it, he didn't make me? Does the jar ever say the potter who made me is stupid? No. All right, so all this chaos and killing that you're about to do, even though we know that it's the Lord's plan, all right, pushing it to this extreme, all right, but you got to realize, for that, what you're doing is your trick bag, okay? You the one that got the fatness of the earth, and you're doing vile, evil, wicked, despicable things with it, okay? It's not going to be good. It's not going to be to your help. All right? The punishment that's coming from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Okay? We know you're not going to repent. You're not made for that. You're made for dishonor. So go ahead and do it, man. All right? And we're not going to stop it, but, you know, let me get this. This is how we going to play it out. This is Galatians 3:11. It says, but that no man is justified by the law. No, that's not it. Let me see. I want this one instead. Let me do this. So lucky for that. I had to bust a move. Put the video on pause. But this is Habakkuk 2 and 3. All right. Because like I said, they think they doing something surpassing the Most High. So this is going to be the end. It says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, but because it will surely come, it will not tarry. Okay, it says, behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. Okay, so, even though this man is living crooked, okay, and trying to, put our lights out, so to speak, okay, unalive the nation of Israel, we're going to live by faith, man. It won't even matter about the food here anymore and, your maggot milk and they got so much weird shit coming, man. All right, it's not even funny. It's not even funny, man. Okay? A lot of people are going to suffer the consequences of their wickedness, all right? Because it scourges for amendment, like it says in Ezra, all right? But this is what's going to happen, all right? And rightfully so, all right? But the just gonna live through it. Let me get 2 last scriptures and that'll be it. All right, this is Micah 4:2. And it says, and many nations shall come and say, come and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord and to the house of the God of Jacob, and he will teach us of his ways, and we will walk in his paths, for the law shall go forth of Zion, and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem. Salaki. This is the wrong one. Let me get give me a second. Salaki, I read the wrong one. This Malachi 4:1 said, for behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. The day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. All right, because Esau is that long disease. Okay, and he's got to be cut out of the earth. All right, and the Lord, he's moving to do that. All right, with what? Let's get it. Isaiah 14:23, it says, I will also make it a possession for the bittern and pool of water, and I will sweep it with the bosom of destruction. Salaki, said the Lord of hosts. All right. So the Lord of hosts, okay, meaning the Lord of the armies, okay, which we know is Yahweh, while Yahweh Shai, they're going to bring certain destruction on this place and clean it, okay, with the nuclear missiles. That's for all the poison and everything that they're laying down. Well, they're doing that to no avail because it's only going to bring them destruction in the end. So with that, I want to say all praises due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai Bashim, Rakah Kadash, and double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to you, brothers, teaching in truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the globe. Shalom.